Hey y'all, this is Leslie. I'm putting the camera close to my face, so hopefully you can hear me. I don't know why I've been talking so low lately. I haven't been meaning to, but anyway, I'm taking a walk right now, and the reason why I'm taking a walk is because I woke up this morning, and I had a kind of traumatic dream. It wasn't a nightmare. It wasn't like a terrorizing dream or anything like that, but it was just very traumatic. It made me feel like I wanted to throw up when I woke up. And I know it was the truth, and I know it was God and all that. But I'm going to sit with him and kind of get some insight on what all he was saying with the dream. Anyhow, I feel kind of like an overwhelming need to cry, and I think that's what I'm going to do. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I feel like there are a lot of us who are emotionally constipated, or have a you know how we jokingly say, like, thugs don't cry, like I'm shedding thug tears. And I feel like we have an emotional block. And this is no condemnation to anybody, because I was like this for a while myself. But I know that it's extremely unhealthy to not cry. Crying is a way of like shedding emotions and stress and just a lot of anxiety and worries and fears. Sometimes it can just be very cathartic and very therapeutic to get it out, to cry and just shed some of that stuff. I don't know about you, but after I have a good cry, I feel like a weight has been lifted. It's like a breath of fresh air, and I'm no longer ashamed to cry. At one point in time, when I was a teenager, I hated my dad for a long time, for like years and years and years. I hated him, right? And it got so bad to the point where I don't even remember exactly what it was that he said to me, but he said something to me about, like, crying and things like that. And mind you, I wasn't, he didn't raise me or whatever. I would just see him, from time to time. And so the few times that I did see him, things that he said would really stick with me. The first time, I think I was probably around 7 or 8, and I hadn't seen him in a while, so I wanted to hug him. And I was a loving kid, and I was used to doing a lot of hugging with my mom and my grandparents and everything like that. And so when I saw him, I wanted to hug him, and I was kind of like just all over him, if that makes sense. And he was like, "Move, Les, like nobody wants you to be doing that, or get off. Nobody wants you all over them like that." And so at that point, I said, "Oh, I'm not hugging him no more." And I didn't hug him for a very long time. I wouldn't get close to him like that. And then so fast forward to when I was a teenager, he said something about crying and made me feel bad because I was crying. And so I said, "Oh, I'm not about to cry no more then." And I recall not crying for about 2 or more years. I think it was about 2 years that I did not cry. And I mean, like, at all. When things would bother me, I would just bottle it in, and I would refuse to allow myself to cry. And so I remember one day I was, hopefully you can still hear me. One day I was watching a movie, Disney movie, The Fox and the Hound, and I just began to weep. I don't know why. I think one of the dogs had died or something. I don't even remember. Okay, I ain't seen the movie. I haven't seen the movie in years. But I just remember I just cried and I just cried and I couldn't stop crying. And I know it was because I had made that inner vow. I had made that inner vow that I was not going to cry. And so, like I said, it was 2 years or more that I did not allow myself to cry. And that is not a good thing. Like I said, emotional constipation is real. I was holding on to so much. I already had a whole lot of hate in my heart for my father. So couple that with not allowing myself to release all the tears and all the junk and all the garbage and debris that we collect, from various situations and things in life. And now here I am, won't even allow myself to cry. So when I did, it was like the floodgates absolutely opened. And I'm wait here because I gotta cross the street, but I don't want to walk across the street talking to y'all and y'all see me get hit by a car on this video. But I say all that to say, if you need to cry today, go ahead and release that thing. Do not be ashamed. I know you don't want to always cry in public or in front of people, but I'm about to go to this park and I'm about to walk around and cry until I feel better. And then I'm going to journal and write some things down. And I know not everybody has the opportunity to be able to do that, but if you have a moment where you can get away, go ahead and do that and get those emotions out. Journaling is great. It helps me to release a lot of the thoughts and things that I have. It's all about release. I feel that right now. Like, I feel like there's so many people that really need to release a lot. Please journal. Even if you do it, like, if you don't want to physically write, if you do it, on your phone, or if you do it on your, your computer or whatever, please get a lot of those feelings and thoughts and emotions out, because once you get them out, a lot of times you're able to reread them, even in that moment, or maybe even years from then time, and just kind of see where you are and mark and track your progress, and see how far you have come. And also, a lot of times we have a lot of erroneous thoughts. That's one of my favorite words, erroneous, because it means like wrong. It means like something it's not right, it's false, it's fake, it's not, but we have a lot of erroneous thoughts that make us feel like what's going on in our head, what's going on in our mind is the truth, and that's it, and that's all. And sometimes when you write these things out, you begin to see like, well, that doesn't really make sense. And is that really the truth, or is that emotion talking? So that's why I say journaling is so necessary. If you're able to get therapy, but if not, journaling, a daily practice of journaling, even if you just start off with 3 things I'm grateful for, we negate how important it is to just have an attitude of gratitude and share what it is that you're thankful for, even if nobody else sees it. Just the fact that you wrote it down, and just kind of meditated over it, and just looking at those words just brings a gratefulness and an appreciation for God and for your life and just where you are, even if you're not in the best place in life right now. Just to say like, you know what, I'm thankful that I woke up today. I'm thankful that I didn't have an asthma attack today. I'm thankful that I have money enough to put gas in the car to be able to get from point A to point B. I'm thankful that I didn't have the gas money, but somebody else helped me out and gave it to me and didn't expect anything in return, was just being kind-hearted and was able to give me that. I'm thankful that I was able to wake up this morning and eat a piece of toast with apple jelly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be something so huge. I think that we think that everything has to be a huge thing to be something that we are thankful for or grateful for. Start off with the little things and watch how God just multiplies those things. Now, going back to release, I'm trying to talk quick and hopefully you can hear me. I'm sorry if you can't. Y'all gonna have to turn up the volume, because I don't know why sometimes I talk so low. I don't intend to, and then other times I'm hollering. But going back to release, cry, even if you have to wait until, because I know some of you are probably at work, even if you have to wait until you go home, because you're about to really do it. When you cry, you really about to release that thing. Release it. You'll feel such a peace that'll come over you, just such a it's just, you got to do it. Don't be so don't be such a thug that you don't even allow yourself to cry when you need to, that you don't allow yourself to let go of. That's what a lot of it is letting go of something. Sometimes we don't want to cry or feel or even bring a thing up in our mind because we are afraid to let it go. We sometimes feel like if I let this go, then that means that I've given this person the right to continue to do whatever they want to do. Or, if I let this go, then it means that it wasn't as harmful and traumatic as it was. It still was. But you have to let it go for you. You have to cry sometimes for you. There are some things that you need to grieve, some things you need to get out of your spirit, man, some things that you need to get out of your soul that have deeply wounded and affected you. And it's okay to say, I'm hurt. I'm grieving. I'm experiencing loss. Like, this junk hurt and I don't want to feel it no more. Sometimes you got to cry to get that thing out, and that is absolutely okay. And I don't know, y'all. I'm just telling y'all, get somewhere and cry. Get somewhere and cry until you feel better. And not only that, make yourself laugh. God says that we're supposed to be like little children, right? Like children. He doesn't say that we have to be childish, but he says that we should be like little children. And I feel like we don't always enjoy a lot of the things that we should, even just like the little moments. Like for instance, I'm telling you, I'm taking this walk because I was feeling away, right? And I feel like I need to cry and just kind of get some things off of my chest and just journal, right? And just cry out to God and pray as I walk. Well, I made it a point to act silly before I left the house. So we have a Ring camera. Some of you know what I'm talking about. The little Ring camera that you have like over your garage or over your front door or whatever, so that, when somebody comes up, you can go ahead and see who it is or whatever. We don't answer no door. Listen, we don't answer no door at my house. If I can't see who's at the door, the wind blows sometimes and the Ring thing go off. So I'm not going to go to that door every single time. But if I can't see who coming, if I don't know who coming, I'm looking at that Ring, baby. And even if I do know who's coming, I'm still looking at that Ring because I want to see what you got going on, okay? I want to see the Ring gonna show me what you bring, okay? And so I walked past the Ring camera and I stopped in front of it and I did a Mary J. Blige dance. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know how she go Mary, go Mary. Because I know that my sister and my mom watch it. We all watch the Ring. Who's that? Go look on the Ring. Pull up the Ring. Pull up the thing on the app, on your phone or whatever. So I just did that because I knew it was silly, and I know that they'll watch it and then they'll text me and be like, "You're crazy. What are you doing?" But it just made me laugh, right? Make yourself laugh. Like, if nobody else can make you laugh, you should be able to make yourself laugh. You should just find joy and peace peace, laughter, and release in each and every day, right? I'm trying to embrace that more and more in my life every day and try to just find some type of joy, just something like, this is not serving you, Leslie, let it go. Ooh, Jesus. Whew. Okay, so, and the crime is about to begin. So, goodbye, my friends. I'm gonna go across the street to this park and do what I gotta do. I pray that you will do what you need to do for you as well today. I pray that your spirit, I pray that your spirit will be uplifted. That whatever you're feeling, whatever you're struggling with, I pray that God will just give you a peace that surpasses all understanding, and just the joy in the midst of your storm and in the midst of what feels like extreme sorrow. I pray that the Lord himself will just wrap his arms around you and make you feel like nobody else can. I hope that he will give you, I pray that he will give you a surety that trouble really doesn't last always, that there are brighter days ahead for you. And I pray that you will just know this deeply within your spirit, man. And I'm not talking about surface level. I'm talking about, I pray that you will know this so deeply that it will resonate with you so deeply that God truly loves you and wants the best for you, and that you will not be in this same spot. You won't be in the same spot a year from now. You don't even have to be in the same spot a week from now. However you're feeling, it's really up to you. You really need to make that decision that I'm going to let this thing go, that I'm going to cry, that I'm going to release. And I'm going to be the best version of myself. Okay, so have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I will talk with y'all later. Bye-bye.